Chris needs a second date update, and we're going to help him out. Hi, Chris.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Good.
How did you meet Rosemary?
Oh, man, guys. So I met this girl at a bar, and pretty much, we hooked up the first night. Then we went out again for dinner. It was great. I really don't normally date women that I pick up at the bar, to be honest. But anyways, I liked her. I thought the chemistry was good. We talked a lot, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
We had, stuff in common, Anyways, she was all over me at the bar the first night. She was, relentless, dude.
You poor thing.
I know. Rough life.
I hated it.
So fast forward, I stay over her house, She was really cool. Second time, we went out and had dinner. But that time, we didn't hook up at all. She had to go meet up with a friend or something. I don't know, something about a bridal shower or something.
Okay.
But she claimed that we would get together again and talked about playing some golf sometime.
Golf?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah, I walked out of there thinking, something was starting to form, even though I wasn't really looking for anything. I liked her enough to, reconsider. Anyways, I haven't heard anything back from her. I'm not sure what's up.
Just curious what you're looking for. Like you said, you weren't really looking to get involved with anyone.
Right.
Are you looking for a friend with benefits? Is that where you want to keep it with her, or are you open to a potential relationship?
Well, like I said, I think that I really liked hanging out with her, and I thought that,
She's a potential.
Yeah, even though I'm not in, a place where I was, looking for a chick, it just kind of happened,
That's the best way, man.
Right.
I think.
It's cliche, but it's sometimes very true.
Yeah, anyways, I just haven't heard anything back from her, and I'm just what? Was this chick even like me? Was she, I don't know.
She was using you for your body.
Yeah, probably the case.
That's possible. You never
happens.
know. It does happen.
I mean,
Yeah.
who among us?
But let's also think
Right.
about how many times each of us has made out with some rando at the bar, and then you're like, oh, I don't know if this is my scene anymore.
I can honestly say that I have never made out with a rando at a bar. Hand to God. I've never
I don't
made out.
believe
By
you for
hour,
one
by hour
freaking
No.
three,
second.
they're not randos
No.
anymore.
Who is this guy? This is my friend Dave. How long have you been friends with Dave? 20 minutes.
That's right. We know each other well.
All right.
Let's talk about that at a different time.
Yeah.
Moving back to this guy, Chris.
Chris, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to call Rosemary, take her temperature, and see where her head is at, and if there's any potential for meeting up again for that third date. As second date update, the old-fashioned way, met her at a bar, and he wasn't even looking for a relationship. In fact, when they met, they ultimately hooked up. But when he discovered she's pretty cool, we have a lot in common. I feel like I have chemistry with this person. I think I'd like to see her again. So he asked her out on a proper date. They had dinner. Again, he thought it went great. We could be on to something here.
Yeah.
And I believe, Chris, you said you made tentative plans to go play golf?
Yeah, well, she was saying, she had brought it up, which I was just like, wow, what kind of girl plays golf? That's kind of cool,
Jen used to play golf back in the day.
Yeah, I can still swing a club.
Never with a random person,
Yeah.
though. Never.
Never.
But then when you reached out, she never responded, correct?
Yeah, I just haven't heard anything.
This is usually about the point where Fritch would abandon these single guys that she'd meet, too, back in her single days.
Yeah. He likes me. I'm not going to date him anymore.
I missed it. Did you guys hook up on the second one?
No, the second one, we just had dinner, and then she had to bail to, a bridal shower or
She
something.
had another thing.
That's
Get a
right.
bail.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's call Rosemary.
Cool.
Hello.
Hi, Rosemary.
Yeah.
Good morning. Is Jeff, Jen, Fritch, and Tim at Q102. How are you?
Jeff and Jen. Are you serious?
Yes, ma'am. How are
Oh
you?
my God. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. I'm just floored. Wow. Hi.
Hi, it's
Hi.
good to talk to you. You busy? You got a few minutes?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Well, you got a compliment this morning from someone.
Very nice compliment.
Oh.
Yes, we spoke to Chris, and he was excited that he met a woman who plays golf.
Yeah.
He's looking forward to hopefully hitting a few into the woods with you.
Wow. He's a piece of work.
He's a piece of work?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
We met at a bar. And we had a fabulous night. And so we went out on a date to dinner. And it was going great. And over the salads, he dropped a bomb on me. Apparently, he lived in Vegas a few years ago and worked as a male stripper.
Oh.
And he just told me all about it, like super casual, in detail. I mean, stories about the customers and his crazy, I don't know how to, just he had a lot of really crazy stories. And it was maybe just a little bit too graphic for me. And I just didn't understand why he'd share it all with me. I mean, we just met.
Oh, yeah.
It just seemed like a lot.
So he worked as a stripper, like as in Chippendales? You got to help me out, Jenn.
Or Thunder Down Under. That's a big one. We went to see that one in Vegas.
Is that? No, wasn't ours the Magic Mike?
Well, I saw Magic Mike with you, but then I went to Thunder Down Under when Sophia turned 21.
Gotcha.
And that's like the Aussie one.
And they're really hot, aren't they? The Australians?
Lots and lots of
So
cowboy boots.
would this lead to encounters that would be illegal in most places?
Well, some of the stories to me were at least a bit immoral. So I don't know. I just never thought I'd be with someone like that. And it just really, I don't know. I just had to get out of there, and it just sort of shook me. I don't know. I just was not expecting that.
Did it make you feel kind of dirty?
Yeah, I just, instead of dressing as a construction worker, like, I don't know. I didn't get it just didn't seem, I can't imagine taking him to parties and saying, this is my boyfriend. He used to strip.
Yeah.
Well, what does he do now? Yeah. I didn't even ask. Chris, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I think you're being a little dramatic. It was really only for a summer. I just needed some cash. I was trying to invest in this business, but I really don't do it anymore. It's just like a simple way to make money. I was just telling stories about my past because it was the second time we were hanging out.
Right.
I thought being honest and vulnerable, I thought women appreciate it, but whatever.
I mean, we do, but unless it's gross, it's just too much for me.
Look, I just thought you were cool, and maybe I shouldn't have told you that story, but...
Well, how are you making your money now, Chris?
Huh?
How are you making your money now?
Oh, I own an HVAC company.
Sweet.
Is this Fun Robbie?
That's not what Fun Robbie's doing.
Yes,
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And he did some dancing.
Oh.
I knew a lot of strippers when I lived in Florida because that would be something that I did with the radio station out at clubs. Sometimes 2 or 3 times a week, I would go and host these male reviews. That was something that I did.
So funny.
And I know, there were things that were happening. Like some of them would
VIP dances.
They were always there. The hot seat is what it was called. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But there would be women there that would have a lot of money and the guys would leave with them.
Oh, wow.
After.
Like after the fact, like when their shift was done, they could do externals.
Yeah. And then,
did you ever do side hustle work like that, Chris?
No, not like that. But
not like that.
There were people like that in the
Yeah.
the club.
He's heard about it. Yeah.
And then there was also there was a guy that was possibly the love of my life. His name was Davy Blue, was his stage name. Blonde hair and these blue eyes,
right? Is he
right?
running an HVAC company?
No, he is a chiropractor.
Whoa.
And he was dancing. He was dancing just to make money to put himself through school.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that was a real case?
That was a real case. He put himself through chiropractic school.
Medical school.
And he has his own practice. He married another chiropractor, and the two of them are in business down in Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know why you can't date him or go out with him because he used to be all these things.
I think she thinks that he was the first example I gave, is what she thinks.
Yeah, I just feel like you're somewhat like the company you keep, and I just didn't feel like it was something I would feel comfortable telling people, or I don't know, maybe that makes me shallow or vain, but I just felt like...
Do you have to tell people, though?
Yeah. I don't want to lie. If I take him to a dinner
Why
party...
can't you just say he runs an HVAC company? They don't need to
true.
know if it bothers you. I mean, I don't know.
Well, and here's the thing:
It's gonna come up.
if you give this story another 10 years or 20 years or 30 years, it becomes really funny. It's like, do you know what he used to do when he was in his 20s? And that is hilarious.
She is not wrong about that.
Yeah.
Now Chris knocks on the door and he's like, I understand you're a little hot and bothered. I'm here to help you cool off.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, I'm sorry, Chris. Doesn't sound like Rosemary's going to come around on this.
Yeah.
She's made up her mind.
She's at home watching the Ion channel.
Yep.
I don't know what that is.
I
It's
mean-
family programming.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Chris. I mean, he had a really nice big tool belt, but it's
Ew.
best used at his new company, I think.
Oh,
So you're
that's
judging
funny.
him on moral things for that, but you did hook up with him on the first night. So is it only one way?
Now,
What I
Tim.
do with one person, that's private. That's not like dance around in front of a bunch of people.
It
throwing
feels
money at
different
you.
to you.
To me,
So
I
do you
just-
feel the same about ballet dancers? They're showing their nuts real big on the stage in front of all sorts of people who paid a lot of money for it.
Rosemary's so happy she agreed to come on our
I
show.
know it.
Yeah.
She's thrilled.
It's almost over. You guys, geez,
Well, Rosemary, we appreciate you taking the call and for being a fan of the show.
thank you. Thank you, Chris. And you're a very sweet guy. I know you're going to meet somebody who's perfect for you.
That's nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good luck,
All right.
guys.
Yeah, take it
All the
easy.
best.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye. We can do a second date update.